Let's just be real.
Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today's video is going to actually be a video around a comment on my last video. So thank you guys so much for watching the last video and keeping up to date with me and seeing what I've been doing and seeing what I've been up to. So I really appreciate all of you guys' support, and I love you guys more than you'll ever know. So on one of my videos, my last video, someone asked me a question in the comment section, and I thought it was a really good question, and I wanted to kind of base a video around it and basically answer her question. So one of my subscribers named Cosmo Gee, she asked me if I could make a video on what it's like meeting and dating people from online. I've been using Plenty of Fish, and it's a lot of people to meet on there, but I'm iffy about meeting them in person. So I thought that was a really great topic to discuss today. So all of you guys know I'm doing online dating. I've been doing online dating for years, maybe two years, going on 3 years I've been doing online dating. So obviously it depends. I'm very comfortable on kind of meeting people online now. When I first started, I was really scared. It's totally fine if you're just like getting online and you're just meeting people and you're like, you upgrade to text messages and phone calls, but you're still nervous to meet them. That's totally normal. That's fine, especially if it's the first person you're meeting offline. So that is totally normal to feel nervous and scared and anxious and worried and all that type of stuff. So I'm basically going to kind of give you guys some tips on how to make the first time meeting a guy offline easier for you, based upon what has helped me and what has worked for me. So as you guys know, I've been online dating for a long time. I've used all of them. I've used Black People Meet, I've used OkCupid, I've used Plenty of Fish, I've used Tinder, and I used to use this app called Speed Date on Facebook. Never again. But as you guys know, I've met a lot of people offline throughout the course of being online dating for like 3 years. So some advice I would always give to you guys when you're meeting someone for the first time: always meet somewhere public. Make the first date as public as it can possibly be. Go to a skating rink, go to the movies, go to dinner, go to, somewhere like open. Go to a lounge, go to a bar, go to a restaurant. Just make sure the place is like super public and there's plenty of people around you. And always let people know where you are, like your best friend, your sister, your mom, your dad, everybody. Just let them know, your best friend. Tell them where you are. If you have an iPhone, send them your location. That way they know where you are no matter what happens. So always let people know where you are and make sure that they're aware of that. That's my number one thing I always do when I'm meeting someone, because I still get jittery and I still get nervous, but you still got to make sure you're good too, you know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, make sure you're good on that first date. And yeah, tip number one. Tip number two, FaceTime or do some sort of video chatting before you go on to date one. So this is something that I've done multiple times. I've went on multiple dates with guys that I met online or offline, and I meet them, and of course they don't have iPhones, so of course I can't FaceTime them. But I'm going off their pictures. I'm like, yeah, he's fine. Yeah, he's so good looking. Yeah, I'd love to stare at him. And then you get there and it's like a completely different story. It's like, what happened to you? So do some sort of video chatting or some sort of FaceTiming or things like that, just so you guys can get more familiar with yourself, and that also makes face-to-face communication less nerve-wracking and you'll be less nervous. So I definitely recommend you guys definitely doing some sort of video chatting with a guy or a gal, whoever you're dating, before you meet them in person when you're dating them offline. So tip number three is do not expect anything. Okay, don't expect anything to come from the first date. Don't expect flowers. Don't expect him to open your door. Don't expect him to do all this stuff. Just don't expect anything. When you go into a first date with, no expectations or nothing like that, that just kind of takes the nerves off of you. It just kind of calms you down and you're not as jittery. And you're kind of like, you're more open that way. So I think definitely not expecting something to happen is how you won't get let down, or how you won't get, basically how you won't get let down. So don't expect anything. Just go in there open-minded. Know that this guy is either going to be someone you want to seriously try to date or someone you're just gonna befriend. Just do yourself a favor and do not expect anything. tip number 4, look good. Always look good on the first date, regardless. It don't matter. Look good. When you honestly are just feeling yourself and you're super confident and you know you look good, trust me, it boosts your confidence. I know when funny, when I go on first dates with guys, I always wear pretty panties. Not like it's like, look, listen to me good. So I wear the pretty panties because it makes me feel good and it makes me feel sexy. Not saying that I want the person to take my panties off, because you guys know I do not operate like that. Trust me, please. I'm a queen. Queens don't do that stuff, okay? But it really does just kind of boost your confidence and it makes you feel good. So wear some pretty panties and wear like a really pretty dress, do your makeup really good, make sure your hair is laid and slayed, and you know, just look good. And trust me, every time I'm just like super looking good, girl, I blow myself out the water. I think it more so makes them nervous and makes me less nervous. Like, that may seem kind of selfish, but it's kind of like flipping the game in a sense. But regardless, you should always look good and make sure you feel good about yourself. Yeah, just really important. Make sure you're liking the way you look. If I had to do another tip, I would do definitely don't rush into the first date. I've had a lot of guys online who have messaged me for one day. We've only talked for one day, and then the next day they're like, oh, can I come take you out? Can I come pick you up? Can I take you to dinner? Can I take you to a walk in the park? And I'm like, pump your brakes, homeboy. Pump it and pump it real quick. If you don't pump it, I'll pump it for you. Make sure these guys are in check, y'all. Keep these dudes in check. I only did this once, and that's the guy I just recently stopped dating. I met him a week after just talking on Plenty of Fish, and I was totally comfortable with it. We talked every day. We talked all day. We never did phone conversation, but we always had good conversation, and I felt like I was totally comfortable with meeting him. Like, I just felt like I've known him for a while. So that's the only time where I've met a guy like that. But typically I wait at least 2 weeks. 2 weeks of talking to him, 2 weeks of some sort of video communication, 2 weeks of phone conversation, and then once I get a whole feel for him and once I feel extremely comfortable meeting him, that's when I go. And tip number 6, meet them there. Don't let them pick you up, okay? Even if you don't have a car, there is Uber, okay? Uber your way there and Uber your way back. Always rely on your own transportation method on date 1. You guys have been talking and you feel extremely comfortable with him knowing where you live, by all means, do you, boo. I'm not gonna stop you. But in my eyes and just from my experiences, never let him pick me up on the first date. Doesn't matter who I'm talking to. No guy has ever done that I met offline. So I think that's all the tips I have for this video. Let me know if this video has helped you. Let me know if you plan on meeting someone online for the first time. Tweet me or whatever. Just let me. I want to know how it goes. And thank you so much to Cosmo Gee for giving out this awesome video suggestion and request. And if you guys have any other sort of questions about online dating, please leave them down below. I'll be sure to comment back and respond, or either make a video out of it and just share my experiences with you guys to help you with online dating. So again, I love you guys so much. So I will see you guys in my next video. Don't forget to thumbs this video up if you enjoyed it, and subscribe if you haven't already. So I'll see you next time. I love you guys. Bye. So one of the big things that I've done this year, which I haven't shown you guys since I've done it, I did it back in May. So my hair's been like this for months, but I shaved